Hey everyone, Robert Nixon here. I just says Facebook's still connecting, but it's live on my phone, so obviously it's working. I decided to do another quick little live video. Had a little webinar this morning, some interesting information. I don't follow the news a lot. I seem to hear a lot from other people, and I've read a few things, a few articles and stuff, but it just seems to be daunting to look at it all. But I thought it was pretty interesting that yesterday was the first day in China with no cases. And that's probably a good thing that their curve's starting to level off. And then a few things that the person I was chatting with pointed out is that Canada, we reacted a little bit earlier than other countries, so that's a good thing, obviously. We should be able to slowly spread down sooner if everyone participates, and curb it a little bit, get back to sort of regular lives, eating out. Well, hopefully maybe not too much eating out, but going to the gym. Working outside of the house, maybe some events, sort of back to normal life. I think that'll be pretty good for everyone. But then another couple things, I'm taking it pretty seriously. I've been at home, I haven't been around anyone, right? We might have to go do some shopping, or I might have to. We're going to do it online, but it looks like it's not really possible to do with probably influx of people trying to order online. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. I'll go get it done and try not expose myself to anyone, or the other expose them to me. So yeah, I think if we all cooperate, we can get this over with as quick as possible. It'd be good to be able to get back to normal life. So kind of interesting. Hopefully we can get her done and move on, and hopefully it's not something that sticks around for too long. And then as far as sort of the real estate side of things that go for my listings, I just listed a house yesterday, and it's actually getting quite a bit of activity already. And then I'm still getting inquiries from my websites and emails and stuff. It actually still seems quite busy out there, so maybe that's because people are at home searching and having the time to look for places and stuff. But we're just asking that for our listings, everyone view the 3D tour before they go through the house or decide to go through the house and book an appointment. Because that 3D tour can show you quite a bit. You can look at the floor plans, the photography, and get a pretty good feeling of if the house is going to work for you or not, for sure. Maybe even a drive-by. So if you're viewing any of my listings, or even if you have an agent and you're going to look at some listings, it's good to do that stuff first and just make sure that house is even potentially going to work for you. And then as far as sellers go, I'm suggesting that they disinfect and wipe down the banisters, doorknobs, light switches, all that stuff. And then, to disinfect after the showings. And then I was even thinking about having the sellers turn the lights on and then asking the buyer's agent not to turn them off, just to avoid have as little contact as possible with surfaces. I think the disinfecting after probably is a good thing for sure, and not showing unless you're definitely interested in the house. In the summer months and stuff, you can get people popping into town that just want to look at houses. And I honestly, I love to meet people and show people around, but it's not a good way to run a business. So to just go, browsing houses, I guess that's what open houses are for, but people are limiting those now and not doing them as well. I don't do open houses, but I did in the past. I would do them if a seller wanted me to, and virtual open houses are a good way to sort of mitigate that if someone's into open houses. I don't know. If anyone needs anything, let me know if I can help at all, or if you know anyone that needs any help. I don't know what I can do, but maybe there's something, and even if you just want to chat, give me a call or a text or an email. And then some interesting things on the real estate side. I was just talking to a client who got an accepted offer for her. Actually, while I was away, another agent got the offer accepted for her, and her interest rate on her mortgage is going to be 2.36. So that's not as low as it was after 2009, but still quite a good rate, which will lower your payments down a little bit for sure, and put some more towards your principal over the 5 years of your mortgage. So that's kind of good. Opportunities there to renegotiate your mortgage as well. If you're in a mortgage that's locked in at a substantially higher rate, you don't have too large of a penalty that's going to affect, counteract the fact of remortgaging. If you're looking to get a new mortgage, of course, rates are great. If you're coming up for expiry, usually they'll let you Remortgage, I think, is 3 months before. Otherwise, in most cases, I think it's 3 months interest, but it all depends on the type of mortgage you have, open, closed, locked in, variable, all that stuff. But yeah, and then as far as the market goes, he had some good points talking to him earlier today too, which I've all heard before, and sometimes you don't think of it all yourself. But we're probably going to see a little bit of an influx or a little bit of a slowdown. Will prices come down? Hard to say. But in most cases, in most markets where you do see it dipping back up, if you wait and try and time, it's like timing. They say it's for timing the top, so wait until it's hit that peak to try and time that and sell. It's really hard to do. So sell when it's good if you're going to sell, and the same goes for the bottom. If it is dipping like this, you don't want to wait to the bottom because it's probably already going back up by the time you can tell that the market's changed, right? So in that case, you're too late. You could be back into multiple offers and have lots of competition. If it's an investment property, maybe cash flow, it doesn't make sense anymore, so you can't buy. So yeah, always good to try and find a deal, but waiting for the perfect time, I don't know that that's always makes the most sense. But of course, everyone is different, and it's all up to you and your what you want to do. Yeah, so here though, I mean, everywhere in Canada is different, but I think most places in Canada we've had pretty strong markets. We've seen them slow down a little bit, but I mean, nothing compared to what happened before, right? So with our market here, I'd say we do have a good market still, or leading up to this point, it's been really good. It's really strong. We had inventory was balanced last month. We had moderate inventory, I'd say. Interest rates are low. We have in-migration, which means people coming into the town still. From what I've seen over the last 6 months, for sure, a lot of my listings, I haven't actually pulled the stats, but a lot of my listings that have sold definitely have been from people from out of town, Vancouver, Victoria. Not so many from, actually one was Alberta. Not so many from Ontario lately, but there's definitely people coming here still. It's a beautiful place, and I think, I don't know, some people say it's just getting discovered, right? And it's still the cheapest on the island. I think there's some little pockets down the island that might be a little more affordable. But yeah, Canberra is gorgeous, and people are wanting to be here for sure. But yeah, and with that said, I think once this is all over, if we can get it to curb and not the market, but the plague, I don't know, I shouldn't call it plague, COVID-19. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but if we started early enough and we can curb it, I think the real estate market will recover pretty quickly, just because we have a good, strong market here. If we're in a strong sellers market and things were uncertain before this happened, I think that would probably not be a great thing for a real estate market. But yeah, anyways, hopefully everyone's doing well. Let me know if I can do anything for you, and hopefully you're all taking care. It's sunny outside. I tried to get outside earlier to do some yard work, but it just didn't happen. So I'm going to go out there now for a couple hours, maybe an hour or two, and see if I can get some stuff done. Anyways, take care. Hope you're doing well. Bye.